Welcome back to the Manc Entrepreneur YouTube channel, and today I have for you some breaking news that eBay and Shopify have just announced their integration. And yeah, this is sort of big news. Like I said, this only came out about an hour ago. Devin Wenig posted it on Facebook an hour ago. And funnily enough, today I was going to talk to you about Shopify anyway. But this has now sort of superseded what I was originally going to talk about. So with that said, breaking news, like I said, eBay has come out and announced that they are working on an integration with Shopify. Let's take a look at what it says. With the new integration, Shopify merchants will have the opportunity to surface their brand and products to a massive new audience of more than 169 million active eBay buyers. eBay shoppers will benefit from added selection and choice from potentially hundreds of thousands of Shopify merchants. The integration will enable Shopify merchants to immediately sync inventory information such as product title and description, item specifics, price, quantity from Shopify to eBay. Customer orders will also be imported to Shopify and allow merchants to fulfill orders from both platforms in one location. While messages from buyers on eBay will also be visible within Shopify, so the sellers won't miss any important communications. So this is important. This is a full-on eBay integration, including not just inventory, but order management as well, along with eBay communications, eBay messages. Now, let me sort of rewind this for you as to the original topic that I was going to talk about today was the difference between sort of Magento and Shopify. Now, I have, for the past few years, been a big advocate of Magento as a multi-channel software product. In recent, in the past year or two, you cannot deny the growth of Shopify. It's been incredible. And one of the main components for that is just it's so easy to use. While Magento is feature rich and very, very in-depth, Shopify is much more simple to use. And I, for the first time, I dabbled with Shopify. I'd played with Shopify accounts before, but for the first time only yesterday, I set up a brand new Shopify account from scratch to see how simple it really was. I accounts, but this was the first time I'd managed to actually get hands on it in the creative process. And I've got to hand it to them. It was incredibly, incredibly simple. And me coming from Magento, it looked even easier. Now, the thing that gets me is going back to, and at the minute it's not down there, but if you're watching this live, but in the moment, once it's ended, I'll put the link to the press release down below. And one of the things which gets me is it says Shopify is the industry leader when it comes to multi-channel e-commerce. That sentence alone has always bugged me, because I think when you think of multi-channel e-commerce, yes, you think, basically multi-channel e-commerce by its name just means selling your products on multiple channels, not just a website, but being able to sell them elsewhere. And Shopify has had integrations with Facebook and Pinterest and Facebook Messenger. And yeah, that is multi-channel to a degree, but it's not what I would call industry-leading multi-channel. If you want to sell products, you want to sell your products to places where people traditionally go to buy. And you can't really say that without the likes of Amazon and eBay. So, with Magento, you have the likes of M2E Pro, which has done that for years. It has allowed you to take your stock from Magento and sell it onto eBay and Amazon, and it will pull in your orders onto one place. This isn't new technology. It's been around for years. Whereas with Shopify, you'd have these third-party integrators trying to plug their software into Shopify, and ultimately you'd end up with this weird mash of two software products which can do the same thing, but not together. One needs the other one for like the eBay piece, but they still both have order management mixed in. And I'm not saying any names of the software companies because I don't want to throw any of them under the bus. it would be unfair because I haven't personally used them. I just know what their software does. And I also know what Shopify does. Now, this is interesting because right now, like I said, with Magento, you have M2E Pro. And with M2E Pro, you can list onto Amazon and eBay every channel around the world. You can list at eBay Australia, Amazon.com, Amazon Germany, eBay.co.uk, eBay.canada, you know, whatever. You can list them in all the regions, in all the languages, in all the currencies. Now, the big problem, and this is one of the things that I was investigating yesterday, was how close is Shopify to being able to do what I would class as true multi-channel e-commerce. And I found out yesterday that Shopify, and I knew Shopify had an Amazon integration already, so I went to have a look. Now, the problem with the Amazon integration is that it only works for Amazon.com and can only display in US dollars. That is a big drawback. You know, you think about the global audience and the global sellers and buyers on Amazon, you're only allowing people to use the .com, which, you know, whether because it's a US company, you know, you want to try it out in your home, in your native, you know, location first, that's fine. But saying you're a market leader, an industry leader in multi-channel e-commerce does not, I don't see it, because if you've got the rest of the world which you cannot sell to through your channels, that's a limitation. And then like I said, there was nothing for eBay without going through a third-party software provider until today. And this is why it's so uncanny that this has happened, because I was going to talk about this anyway, but eBay sort of threw a spanner in the works and sort of haven't, because now it's saying by fall 2017, so in the next 3 or 4 months, the Shopify merchants will have their eBay integration. That's great, except for when it comes to the last sentence in the press release. And it says, expected to be available in fall 2017 for Shopify merchants selling in US dollars in the United States. We're exactly the same problem that we were with Amazon. And like I said, I'm here in the UK. You know, this morning I was chatting to Evelyn in Australia. Again, it also sells online. And that was my biggest problem with Shopify, is that it just wasn't ready for true multi-channel e-commerce. Sure, it might be leading the game in multi-channel social with Pinterest and Facebook and Instagram, but it isn't multi-channel marketplace, you know, in terms of eBay, Amazon, and I think there's a few jet.com integrations floating around, but again, that's a US only marketplace right now. So that is the big news. It's that eBay has now announced that they have this integration with Shopify. They've joined Amazon in having the Shopify integration, but it's US only. And like I said, I still find that Shopify is the industry leader such a brag comment, which is unsubstantiated by the fact that the rest of the world, your tool is not set up for multi-channel marketplace selling. It just isn't. And whilst I know this is good news, and like I said, don't get me wrong, I think Shopify is a fantastic platform. I've been playing with it for the past day. I really like what it can do. I like how it integrates, but it's left me a little bit short, if you know what I mean. The integration, like I said, whether they're doing testing and they're going to roll it out to the rest of the world, I sincerely hope that is because all of a sudden then Shopify becomes a very, very, very interesting proposition for a lot of sellers without the need for software tools or third-party software providers charging a fortune, without the need to, you know, get a little bit nerdy and know your way around code and how Magento can sometimes be. Shopify is incredibly simple to use. Like I said, I could set up a store with products, with a design, with a theme within like 6 hours and start selling. I have no doubt about that. The only problem comes with the multi-channel marketplace piece, because we all know the marketplace is where you're going to get your audience. You could set up a Shopify store. I could set up a Shopify store in 6 hours, but if I don't throw marketing budget behind it, I'm never going to make a sale. The chance of someone finding my store are incredibly slim. That's the difference with Amazon and eBay. You have the audience there. You literally list your products. You don't have to spend the marketing budget. You pay the fees, which is the equivalent, but you start making sales and you start getting that profit in, and then you start to grow. So yeah, I would say that whilst it's good news right now that the eBay is integrating with Shopify, and I hope that this is like a beta thing where they're testing it with the US first, I hope that the rest of the world integration follows shortly thereafter. Because if it does, that can shake up a lot of multi-channel e-commerce sellers for sure. With that said, like I said, I know it's a little bit of a breaking news style episode today. Do you sell on Shopify? Do you run a Shopify website? Let me know down below what you think. Have you tried any of the, if you're in the US, have you tried the Amazon integration? Are you looking forward to an eBay integration? Do you currently sell on Amazon, eBay, but manage it separately? If so, you're going to be in for one hell of a treat when these integrations drop, because it makes the world of difference. Let me know down below, and let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I being too harsh? Let me know. I'm genuinely curious as to what everyone else's take is on this. It's great news, but it's not, like I said, for me being based in the UK, it's not groundbreaking. In fact, it's just left me a little bit that they've decided to call themselves the industry leader. Anyway, with that said, if you found this video useful, hit that like button. If you know someone who sells on Shopify and you think they would be interested in the eBay opportunity, share this video with them. Let them know what's going on. And like I said, let me know down below what you think. With that said, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you, as always, in tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching.